For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world of the taint lurking among the stars. We are Inquisitors. We shall fear nothing. For we are what you fear.
The stasis chamber.
Cut through the chaos infestation and get to the psychic barrier.
That was the plan, yes.
Good plan. Give them no quarter.
artifacts prove to be a highly valuable source of information. You should access it, Inquisitor. Have you accessed the data crux? Ready to inload data?
This needs to remain confidential, Tech Priest.
Understood, Inquisitor.
Are you prepared for what is to come?
I see that you have gained some control over these vessels.
The thing in the walls is a trapped presence that has been haunting the Martyr for centuries. I have been fighting it, but now, with the seals broken, it could be free.
I will take care of this thing in the walls, whatever it is. I'm ready to use the rosette on the psychic barrier. Magos, are you certain this won't have grave consequences?
The nature of the force field is beyond our expertise. However, if you have doubts about finding this Alpha subject, we have analyzed all related data we have gained from the data crocs.
Do you have any idea what she could be?
Rest assured, she's a healthy specimen, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. I can't comment on her capabilities, though.
What is happening?
Empyrean seal network collapsed. Barrier destroyed.
But that wasn't supposed to happen.
Correct. However, with 96.4% of the network destroyed, the barrier couldn't resist the burst generated by the rosette.
And what exactly does that mean?
Prime seal has been destroyed. Stored demonic essence will be released.
Are you telling me that by opening the barrier, I've unleashed that thing trapped on the ship?
Correct. Sensors indicate a colossal amount of warp energy manifesting in the stasis chamber.
I'll make the necessary preparations on the ship then, before I enter. What do I have to do to wake up the Alpha Pariah from stasis?
My understanding is that the stasis pods are stored in a colossal shaft. You must activate the retrieval mechanism at the cogitator first. I'll guide you through the rest after that. But there is something else.
What is it?
In loaded schematics, place a room near you as Uther's meditational chamber.
I will take a look at it first. Uther's experiments, the mysterious origins of the Pariah, the prophecy. I have bad feelings about this. I need more information.
Did you find anything interesting, Inquisitor?
That would be an understatement.
I wish we could discuss that without it leading to an immediate mind wipe.
Wise thinking. I'm on my way to the cogitator. I'm at the cogitator.
Our serfs digested the data pulp from the Uther's cogitators, and we have the registry number for the pod.
I will call it up immediately. And then?
The pod will be transferred to the Chamber of Awakenings.
How long will all that take?
The servitors will start the necessary protocols. They also provide clothes and rejuvenating tinctures for the subject. It will take some time, though.
I don't really have much time, Magos.
It is true. The readings from the stasis chamber are extremely disturbing. The fluctuation of warp energies indicates a greater manifestation.
Emperor, grant me strength during my greatest battle.
Projected outcome of failure is total destruction.
She has banished the greater demon.
Inquisitor, the demon wasn't just banished. Its unholy essence has been utterly absorbed. It is unable to be reborn, not even in the Immaterium.
Are you certain about that?
The readings are conclusive. This changes everything, Inquisitor. I need time to evaluate the implications.
And with the greater demon gone, a part of a chaos god has been destroyed forever. Soon, she will be the most sought-after individual in the galaxy.
Who are you? Where am I?
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. But you are a marvel and an anathema to me. Do you even know who you are?
I don't know. I don't remember. Did I just kill this creature?
You fill me with dread, and still, I can sense the sheer power emanating from you. You are truly the weapon we need. I've been looking for you, you know.
I can sense the power in me. but I can't control it. What is happening to me?
You are in pain because you have just begun your transformation. You must embrace your suffering and use it as an instrument. What is happening here?
You have fulfilled your task, Inquisitor. From now on, I will continue to execute the orders of Uther Tiberius.
Open this door, now!
There is no other optimal outcome which would guarantee the safety of the Alpha subject at this moment. To allow the Inquisition to take possession of the Alpha subject would threaten her very existence, which is conflicting with my sacred orders.
This is heresy!
This is the will of Uther Tiberius. I will protect her until she can reach her full potential. The Utherian theorem must be executed until she is ready to launch Stage 3 against the forces of Immaterium.
I will find her. I will destroy you!
I strongly advise that you leave now. The warp engines have been activated. Circumstances will shortly be suboptimal for living organisms.
I will hunt down this ship, and I will rescue her.
I am looking forward to meeting you again in the future, Inquisitor. Omnissiah be praised. Now leave.
Tech Priest, I want you to open this door for me immediately.
Time is running out. Navigational systems have been activated. The Martyr has turned on the warp engines. Geller's shields are still compromised.
I don't care.
There is a 78.3% chance that warp travel will kill you.
Then she will die as well.
Collated data indicates that the Alpha subject could protect herself from the negative effects of the warp travel.
Curses upon you, Uther Tiberius.
Inquisitor, you have returned. What happened?
I found the Alpha Pariah. She is the weapon that could be our salvation or our total destruction. And I had to let her go.
The Martyr is preparing to enter the warp. Is the Alpha Pariah dead?
The Alpha Pariah is very much alive. She is still under Uther's protection, in a way.
What happens now?
I have a strong suspicion that we have not heard the last of her. She has a grand destiny to fulfill. But I swear by the Emperor, should she turn against what I hold sacred, I will destroy her.
am an Inquisitor of the Imperium, and I seek the truth in the darkness of the Caligari sector. I understand the significance of knowledge as a former adept of the Cult Mechanicus, the Keepers of Technology. Although I have followed my true calling and did not become a tech priest, I haven't abandoned their approach. I hunt for secrets and rip them from the galaxy if I must. My most important investigation is drawing to a close. I have dedicated years to finding the technological marvels of Uther Tiberius. That legendary Inquisitor was excommunicated millennia ago, but he is still remembered in the sector as a visionary and a madman. For a long time, I have been stumbling in the dark, but my relentless data hunt has thrown up some promising leads. I have sent out my most loyal retainers to investigate. Their assignment was to locate an ancient research facility. That is a low-risk task. I will be heading down to the planet. The mission evidently requires my personal involvement. Void Ship Control Unit 11 Kappa. I requested transport to the last known coordinates of my retinue. What is this place?
Clarification. You have reached the closest accessible location to your biovessels. Target zone is under quarantine protocols.
Deficient analysis. On account of a previous Tyranid infestation, the entire world is under standard Imperial quarantine. But my inquisitorial decree nullifies the order.
Complementary data. This area is under Code Vermilion lockdown to vehicular access. Machine spirits are forbidden, and therefore unable to enter the marked zone.
Curious. This must be a Cult Mechanicus ward. I will proceed on foot then. Exload me the coordinates.
bioforms detected.
Finally, I've been waiting to engage Tyranid organisms for a long time.
Affirmation required. Are you sure you want to proceed without backup?
Positive. Area clear. Add a secondary rumination snippet to the mission logs.
Pending. Proceed.
I've observed unusual levels of Xenos activity. All Tyranid organisms are bound in the sentience of their respective language. But the Hive fleet that attacked this subset was annihilated centuries ago. This phenomenon requires additional research.
Recording. Do you require any emotional subtext as digital marginalia? Confusion, terror, or elation?
If that was a subtle jab at my unmodified behavioral patterns, you are risking a mechanical lobotomy.
Comment retracted, Inquisitor.
Is a gift to the Emperor.
You are approaching the location of the last transmission. No life signs detected.
Log me a new priority task. Obtaining a new retinue.
I am manifesting envy. Your bio-vassals must have already been rewarded with blessed oblivion.
I see that there is still much work to do on your self-deprecation filters. Operator, I've discovered the remnants of my expedition. My retinue perished while locating the entrance to a high-security research sanctum that must hold the key to my investigation. The sacrifice of my team was a gift to the Emperor, and will be respectfully logged.
Observation. The notes contain coordinates to 2 Cult Mechanicus fortifications in the area.
Records radically downplayed the immensity of the Xenos threat.
Assessment. This mission would have warranted a larger expeditionary force.
My retinue was only following the thing lead. It didn't qualify as a priority assignment.
Good to say, you seem to be here.
I need more data to answer the question. I'm ready to enter the vault now.
Recalibration and organic rejuvenation is advised before entering.
A logical proposition. The location seems mostly intact, but first I must restore the power. Where is the generator room?
Accessing the blueprints through the new sphere as we speak.
Send me the coordinates.
Reporting in. Data dissection of the archives has been unsuccessful. All records of the vault have been deleted.
That only confirms my suspicion. Expunge records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction. Space us signals that lead to counter.
I'm unable to follow your deductions.
I used to be an adept of the cult mechanics. I know how they operate. According to that theory, the tenacity of these creatures is astonishing. According to the records, the Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do is to force them underground. This is a vast facility. Leaving resource of such magnitude on a quarantined planet is uncommon for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
A logical observation. According to my data excavations, the Fabricator General of Forge World Thule requested permission for reclamation expedition several times. The Inquisition denied the request repeatedly, without any formal explanation.
Power has been restored. Now the entire facility is accessible. My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected to the mysterious research of Uther Tiberius.
Reminder. Tyrannid lifeforms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral. Steel abides longer than flesh. Inquisitor, permission to log an observation.
Proceed.
The risk assessment for your current mission triggered a warning.
Elaborate, Operator.
Reminder, you are currently engaging in a solitary operation against an extremely hostile bioform, without any tangible data as to the existence of any tech relics created by Tiberius.
My goal is to find proof here.
Warning, your quest for sacred knowledge is based on assumptions. It is endangering the safety of your flesh body.
Noted. Now leave me be, Operator.
Clue has been archived. Any annotations?
This sanctum belonged to the Zenerite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation. Direct connection with a cult Mechanicus sect and an excommunicated Inquisitor might lead to political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor.
Accessing the sacred mechanism now.
Warning. Empyrean sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic energies. Caution advised.
It was a late warning, Operator. The source is a Zoanthrope, a monstrosity created to harness and manipulate the unholy powers of a very dangerous element. Operator, I'm sending you a pit grab of a very unique apparatus.
Receive. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable. An incoming Vox message. How?
No logical explanation. The sanctum has been defunct for centuries.
It was a rhetorical question, Operator.
I bid you an efficient cycle, Inquisitor. I am Tybalt Vertax, Fabricator General of the Forge World, Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you. Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me. A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest, and this was confirmed by your recent visit to the Sanctum. You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. I have information that could significantly advance your pursuit. That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius, long thought to be lost, has returned to the Caligari sector from the Immaterium. The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. Your credentials, on the other hand, would grant you access. I have the current coordinates of the ship. I am the fabricated general of a forge world. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor in charge, stationed on the ship of a certain Captain Van Winter. We could both benefit from the Archaeotech secrets in that monastery.
Log this moment, operator. My search for the fabled monastery of Uther Tiberius is complete. We will tear it apart to find the secrets of a fallen Inquisitor.
Cursory analysis indicates that this modified Alpha-class vessel is barely functioning. Emotional outbursts are illogical and groundless.
Enough. Give me a status report instead.
Hull heavily damaged. Invocations of blessed recalibration obsolete. Environment unsafe due to several millennia spent in the war.
The situation is suboptimal, but manageable. This area is currently inaccessible. I will need to find a cogitator to override the local door settings. Accessing the sacred mechanism now. I'm detecting approaching forces, probably hostile. Decks are swarming with wretched creatures. They must be the descendants of the original crew, twisted beyond recognition by the ruinous ones.
Caution. Extreme purgation protocols and...
Another chaos ambush. This cannot be a coincidence. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. The machine spirit is opening and closing gates to divert the hordes towards me. Clever anti-intruder system.
Auger readings show a considerable number of hostiles.
Irrelevant. Survival.
Intruder. The rituals you are initiating are redundant. We are accessing your noospheric implants to converse with you.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. Identify yourself.
Our true name is Blessed Binary Code, an arcane hexadecimal chant. But you can call us the machine spirit of the martyr.
You are a tech heresy. You are an AI.
Your assessment is logical, but wrong. We are the purest form of the digital apotheosis, created by the will of the Holy Orders and the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Uther Tiberius was thrice judged as a heretic. I am here to examine, catalogue, and judge his tainted heritage.
Regrettable. We must refer you to our directive AFA 21A, subsection 43, outlining the protection protocols concerning the confidential research program of the martyr. Summary. Leave immediately or risk the consequences.
Conversation with the machine spirit was like nothing I have ever experienced.
Engaging emotional simulators. Initiating joy.
Disable sarcasm. This was not an ordinary machine spirit.
Was it an abominable intelligence?
No, it was something else. I've analyzed the noospheric stream, and I'm certain.
Speculation. It could be the tech relic you seek.
A unique machine spirit within last related functions is a treasure that could make all the risks worthwhile.
Warning. If it doesn't terminate you first. Shifting through corrupted diagnostic confessions now.
I need a preliminary evaluation.
The logs indicate the sense of an impending catastrophe before the ship entered the warp for the last time. There are references to a rebellion among the crew members and major experiments going wrong.
Makes sense. Uther Tiberius was an excommunicated Inquisitor, who notoriously dabbled in forbidden research, which is also the reason I'm here. Several millennia of warp wrought havoc to this once blessed monastery. It must be cleansed.
Last warning. Leave the Martyr immediately.
I need to perform the override incantations to enter the local cogitator network. Otherwise, these doors will remain closed. Accessing the sacred mechanism now. This is extraordinary. I found what I was looking for. The blessed fusion of man and machine. Now I know the secret of Uther Tiberius. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became one with the machine spirit. It was not the creation of a sentient intelligence. It is the tech relic I was seeking. Operator, I need the location of a certain apotheosis chamber.
Accessing deck blueprints now.
Whatever that place it is, it must be the very soul of this ship, and the answer to all my questions.
Warp anomaly detected in the vicinity of the Martyr. Unidentified large void craft emerging from the immaterium.
Splendid. Keep me updated. Machine Spirit has changed tactics.
Dilemma. You are facing properly blessed Mechanicus constructs.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. Operator, initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god. deactivation protocol has been initiated. Logically, it must be another attempt to hinder my progress. The chamber I'm trying to breach is protected by void shields. I must deactivate all of them before I can teleport in.
You are attempting to impair the blessed defensive mechanisms. This cannot be tolerated. You are actively participating in sacrilegious practices. You need to stop immediately, or face the consequences.
The search for sacred knowledge follows no set protocols. I will not stand down.
We regret to inform you that due to your perseverance in committing tech heresy, your death is now imminent.
I'm ready to face the consequences of my actions. Generators have been deactivated. I can return to the teleportarian platform.
Readings indicate that the Void Craft is a Chaos vessel. A Nurgle cruiser is approaching the Martyr and has launched several boarding vessels.
I need to return to the ship.
Negative. Strong Empyrean distortion fields detected. Chance of successful return is estimated low.
Understood. Any ideas?
Suggestion. Allow me to calculate the most optimal vectors and use this ship to breach the Chaos Cruiser. The impact will be sufficient to blow up the reactors, destroying the hostile vessel and cutting off the reinforcements.
What are you saying? I deal with the invaders, then get stranded on the Martyr?
That is the most optimal outcome.
Permission granted, Operator. Strike down the enemies of that path.
I will trade my faithful servitude for blessed oblivion. For the Emperor.
Entering the Apotheosis chamber now. Your wish has been finally fulfilled, Operator. A glorious end as the weapon of the Emperor. Your service was noted. Reverting to audio log. New entry. I am stranded on the Martyr. The loss of the valuable research stored in the information canisters of my ship is irrecoverable, but the discovery of this fabled derelict could make even that worthwhile. My first encounter with a unique machine spirit was far from peaceful. Still, the presence of the Chaos Invaders on this traveling fortress monastery could make us allies. The Martyr is under attack by the forces of Nurgle, and I want to know why. I need to find a terminal to make contact with the machine spirit again. Someone is trying to communicate with me, or my Vox receiver is picking up static interference.
Inquisitor, what a precious gift for the Prophet of Decay.
The Corpse Emperor has unleashed his dog on us! Alert the Prophet now!
By the filth of Nurgle, but these traitor marines are far more dangerous. I shall purge this place with sacred machines and extreme prejudice.
Accessing the sacred mechanism now.
Requesting digital audience with the machine spirit of the Martyr.
We have re-accessed your implants. Continue.
I suggest some adjustments to your defense protocols. Prolonging our mutual feud seems counterproductive. I propose cooperation against the invaders.
A logical conclusion. The Utherian theorem must be protected at all cost.
How shall we proceed?
A significant hostile force is moving against the Apotheosis Chamber. The security of that facility is critical.
Enload the coordinates.
Inquisitor, we have returned the Martyr. I'm afraid there have been developments.
Another boarding party. They are using inquisitorial encryption, but the Vox stream is distorted. The warp disturbances are probably scrambling their communications. Anything to add, Machine Spirit?
Your assessment is correct. An Inquisitor is indeed boarding the Martyr.
That's a strangely vague statement.
The mission of said agent is unrelated to your investigation, and your presence here is unknown to any Imperial affiliates other than us.
You sound like you know this person.
We gained extensive knowledge regarding the mission of this Inquisitor during the agent's first visit to the Martyr.
And you neglected to mention this fact to me.
This information was unrelated to your mission. Therefore, it was categorized as low priority. Also, we must warn you that another wave of enemy forces is approaching.
Accessing the sacred mechanism now.
The Empyrean seals have been corrupted by the plague-infested scum. A much easier task. Kill that prophet. And get to the chamber. For the Emperor.
I've tried everything to establish connection with my fellow Inquisitor. But due to the ever-increasing warp fluctuations, I can only hear fragments of the conversation. Whatever the agent is doing here, the readings are troubling. Something is happening on the ship. Activation sounds initialized. Activation sounds initialized.
You have reached the Apotheosis Chamber. This is the shrine of digital martyrdom that you must protect. Otherwise, the Eutherian theorem cannot be upheld.
I will require access to the chamber and Uther's tech relics to complete my investigation.
Your main objective is to defend the chamber at the moment. Your request is irrelevant to the situation. wave of hostiles inbound.
Pit feed initiated. This is an enormous discovery. The culmination of my investigation of the tech relic of Uther Tiberius. Here I have the sacred pattern that contains the secret of the improved communion between man and machine. The creation of a spirit with enhanced cognitive abilities. The work of a true genius. This miraculous union needs to be studied and replicated.
Stored demonic essence will be released. Colossal amount of warp energy in the stasis chamber.
I don't know what is happening with my fellow Inquisitor, but that Vox message sounded dire.
Correct. This agent has made a significant contribution to the preservation of the Alpha subject. The survival of the Alpha subject is paramount.
I require access to the dossier on this Alpha subject.
We cannot comply. You must leave the Martyr immediately. We are initiating a warp jump, and the Gela shields on this subdeck have been compromised. Therefore, there is a 99.7% chance of your instant termination.
in the name of the Holy Inquisition, we command you to stop this protocol.
The Eutherian theorem must be protected at all costs. This task cannot be overridden. You must leave immediately.
Remind me, we don't have a ship.
Your objection is stale. We have already transferred the coordinates to the teleportarium of the Inquisitorial ship. You may find your answers there.
Log entry. I'm placing a grade Kappa immaterial burst transmitter on the subdeck, which will help me locate the Martyr later. I'm leaving the monastery now and try to establish connection with the other retinue. The Emperor protects. log entry. Due to unexplained events unfolding on the Martyr, and the dubious nature of the machine spirit, I left the monastery before it jumped to the warp. I have now arrived at the teleporterium of an unknown void ship. This vessel presumably belongs to an unknown Inquisitor. However, I have no confirmation yet. Before I establish connection with the crew, I will access the data terminal with my override code to see who I am dealing with.
The Inquisitor! The great serpent shall eat his soul! I will flail you alive. You told me that the Inquisitor was on the derelict.
There are simply too many variables in this equation. I have an inquisitorial ship investigating the Martyr and the mysterious Alpha subject. The attack of the traitor Marines was unsettling enough, but the sudden appearance of these Drukhari marauders presents incalculable risks. Uploading data canisters. The ship is listed as the fiefdom of the Van Winter House, a rogue trader clan whose warrant of trade is currently under re-evaluation. Marked as a confiscated vessel serving the Holy Ordos. Current emergency invocations indicate that the ship has been breached. Activity log mentions an Adeptus Asтерtes engaging with the raiders and an indoctrinated tech priest executing maintenance rituals on this subdeck. My priority is to find this tech priest. The security log implied it was an emergency situation.
Leave this wretch and deal with the Inquisitor. We must alert the others.
Wait, I can decipher the blessed lingua technis, but my organic voice box is unable to respond in the same manner. I gather that you are the ranking tech priest on the ship.
Reverting to substandard audio output.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos. State your identification tag.
Articifer Omicron Arc, in the service of the Omnissiah. Warning. Priority of social interaction currently ranked as 0. Drakari forces are attacking the central data vault.
This is unexpected. The Dark Elder are pirates and slavers, pursuing easier targets.
Analysis. Their primary function is to gather information. Advised action. Find the Adeptus Astartes unit engaged in combat with the raiding party.
I will find him. I leave you to your tech sermons on the damage generators. Log entry. Judging by the vestiges of battle, the Space Marine must be close. I am still baffled by the Drakari presence on the ship. It simply must be connected to the mystery of the Martyr. The details are unclear.
Hold it right there. Is this more trickery of the Drakari scum?
There are no recorded instances of the Dark Elder using such practices. You can stand down. My rosette identifies me as an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos.
Another Inquisitor? What the... never mind. We don't have time for this. I am Caius Thorn, Sergeant of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
I cannot say that I am familiar with that chapter.
And with good reason, if you don't mind me saying so. With all due respect, Inquisitor, I would love to chat all day. But there are thieving, cowardly Xenos raiders crawling all over the central data vault.
Let us purge that place then. We will talk later. Tell me, Sergeant, why are the Dark Elder attacking your vault?
I swear on the Holy Throne, we have no clue. Our investigation focused on Uther Tiberius only. Then, the Inquisitor in charge goes back to the Martyr and disappears with that blasted monastery. And if that weren't enough, suddenly we have these vermin breaching the ship as if they were just waiting for this opportunity. I see you use some unconventional methods, but as long as you cull the filth, you have my full support.
As per the statutes governing cooperation with acting Inquisitors on the part of all Imperial subjects, supporting me is your sacred duty.
Yes, and failing to comply is punishable by execution. Not that I've ever needed such an incentive.
What is happening down there?
Glorious carnage. Progress is being made, Captain. We are shedding Xeno's blood for the Emperor.
We? The tech priest said something about some other Inquisitor.
Yes, we do have a business. We're taking the scenic route to the bridge.
Excuse me? I want a formal discourse about this. The bridge is...
You couldn't have chosen a more unfortunate target in the system, creature.
I find your arrogance amusing. I am exactly where I need to be.
Your assumption cannot be based on any factual evidence.
You want evidence? Very well. I will flay you alive, and you will give me the keys to the Anathema Ultima.
Victory. We showed them the error of their ways, with sacred fire and steel.
An analysis of the encounter can wait. Lead me to your captain first.
Welcome to my ship, Inquisitor. We are very grateful for your assistance.
Your gratitude is unnecessary, Captain. My presence here is purely the consequence of a chain of unpredictable events.
You must be aware that this ship is under Inquisitorial command.
I know that, and by the rights vested upon me, I'm here to assume Inquisitorial control.
Our commanding Inquisitor is on the Martyr. I don't even know what the protocol is in such cases.
The protocol is to obey my commands, Captain, and help me find the Martyr. What was the Inquisitor investigating there exactly?
It's all classified, I'm afraid, so I've never had the chance to find out. We were inspecting the Martyr and some kind of unique creature imprisoned there when all hell broke loose, and the Martyr jumped into the warp.
We shall pray to the Emperor for the Inquisitor's well-being, Captain. But according to my calculations, I would be at best cautiously optimistic. I've placed a transmitter on the vessel, though, which might help us locate the Martyr.
That is great news. I suppose that must be what the tech priest is so eager to discuss with you.
Inquisitor. I stretched my mind deep into the warp and connected with my own kind. I can sense the worlds beyond and the cryptic messages flickering through the darkness, all meant for you.
I'm honored to meet you, Marcos. I've already talked to your fellow tech priest. Are you conducting your research together?
Not really. The tech priest is more focused on the ways of the machine. I, on the other hand, am a high-ranking geneticist of the machine god, with an extraordinary skill set that I feel is somewhat wasted on this ship.
If that altercation with the Drukhari was any indication, you must have had a fair chance to study Xenos organisms.
Indeed. Also, with the amount of combat this retinue has been involved in, I have had ample opportunities to hone my skills in the art of inoculators.
Are you offering genetic augmentations and rejuvenation rites?
That is correct. Talk to me if you need me. My blessed scalpels are always at hand.
Subsector-wide scouring rites completed. The immaterial burst transmitter you placed on the Martyr has started sending signals through the Empyrean subconducts.
We have the location of the Martyr then.
Correct. The void ship appeared from the warp in the Atroxia subsector. It is currently docking at Port Valentinus in the Draco system. Star map has been updated with the coordinates.
We have no time to lose then. Heresy. Fight. Greetings.
It was an honor to fight by your side, Inquisitor.
Your performance was remarkable, Sergeant, as one would expect from an Astartes. I am baffled, though, that I do not know anything about your mysterious Stormwatcher chapter at all.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows. But rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what exactly?
Fighting and dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. What else?
This mindless servitor grants access to the personal inquisitorial storage, where I will keep all the spoils of war I will find.
Priest, this Imperial facility has been abandoned for a very long time. Are you certain the Alpha Pariah is here?
The data burst from the machine spirit was an emergency signal. The Alpha Pariah left the Martyr to follow an unidentified Vox transmission originating from these coordinates.
I need more information on this place.
Cursory data siphoning reveals that the deeds of Foundation bear the seal of Uther Tiberius.
This must have been one of his secret hideouts, designated to aid his pilgrimage through the Caligari sector. Did the Martyr follow the ancient protocols?
Tagged as speculation. Suggestion. Revert to priority assignment.
Humans! No corner of the galaxy is free from their unfortunate existence.
I assume this one is with the Harbinger too.
I am an Inquisitor of Holy Terror. Explain your presence here.
Tell me, human, do you speak the language of dream riddles and dead gods?
Enough of this babble. Answer my question.
I thought so, monkey. You wouldn't understand our purpose here, not even if I wanted to answer your question. But I don't.
Interesting. Most Eldari either live on their star-faring craft rooms or sail as corsairs.
These are proven facts.
My point is that these Eldar don't look like corsairs, so what are they doing here? And they are showing more hostility towards the Imperium than usual.
Analysis shows that their tribal heraldry is unique. These Eldar specimen don't belong to any craft world listed in the folios of the Unholy in the ship databanks.
I must investigate these Xenos, but the Alpha Pariah is the priority.
Exloading the coordinates of the sensorium to your data slate. Access the surveillance system there. It could provide information on the Alpha Pariah and the Xenos presence. Has flagged in important information. Supplementary notes on the Eldar suggest that some of them might carry memory crystals.
You are right, Tech Priest. How can I access the contents of this crystal?
Secondary analytical coils activated. Converting and exloading data to your data slate now.
Tech Priest, did you monitor any Vox activity recently on behalf of the Inquisitor stranded on the Martyr?
Negative.
Then the chances of finding the Inquisitor are reaching suboptimal levels.
I have been compiling information on the craft world from the memory crystal.
A summary will suffice.
Tuathal is a minor craft world, primarily roaming in the Caligari sector. This Eldari megastructure has been constantly succumbing to a significant chaos infection that is gradually turning it inhabitable. The Tuathal Eldari have been slowly abandoning the infected craft world, relocating to the maiden worlds in the sector. This is what I have for now.
Keep me updated.
I have begun gathering information on the recent history of Maiden World Loria. Most of the information is classified, but it seems that after the recent Tyranid High Fleet was destroyed in the subsector, a substantial number of the surviving Xenox attacked the Tuatha Maiden World and tried to assimilate the local biomass.
Interesting. I have the situation in progress. We will resume shortly.
The contents of the memory crystal suggest an explanation for the hatred of the Craftworld Elder.
There is no acceptable explanation for turning against the Imperium, but carry on.
The Tuatha Eldar requested assistance from the Imperium when their maiden world succumbed to the Tyranid invasion, but Thule Forge World intercepted the message. The Adeptus Mechanicus decided to purge the Tyranid threat in their own jurisdiction and ordered a full-scale exterminatus on the Eldari world.
Logical. The results of biomass denial override the Xenox.
Loria has become a barren wasteland, devoid of all life. These Eldari on their dying craft world lost their last hope to escape from their denial. They blame the Imperium for their fate.
The Tech Priest is skimming through the personal logs in the Tech Priest data hoard from the facility.
Subjective records are really suitable for proper analysis.
He highlighted a few curious details. After the excommunication of Uther Tiberius, the place was investigated thoroughly and used by the Inquisition. After a fatal Chaos incursion, it was abandoned on the order of the Caligari Conclave.
Which means that the Eldar didn't attack the station.
No, they just took possession of the facility.
The Harbinger is still in the human shrine. I need to return there immediately.
The spirit stones of our brothers and sisters are empty husks. How is this even possible?
The Harlequin warned us, and foolishly we ignored her words. I will deal with the Harbinger. You stand guard here. We have a new intruder.
To open surveillance mode and restore power to the facility.
I've located the Alpha Pariah. She is on Shrine Level Alpha 4. I need to return to the ship. Then I will find her. Blessed be the power that suffuses the ancient machinery in this fortress.